Admiral.
I assume Encore is still maintenance.
Yes.
And Jerry is nowhere to be seen as usual.
Was almost going to take bets on that. Morning, Ophi.
Good morning.
Let's go to my office. Oh, good morning, Phoebe. Yeah. I'm sorry, I
Good
almost
morning.
forgot you were here as well.
Ah.
Let's have a morning briefing in my office, okay?
Understood.
Understood.
Yes. Morning, Phoebe.
Good morning.
Alright, everybody. A quick debrief of yesterday's Operation Airdrop Turtle Soup. The operation was a full success. The customers got what they wanted, and the target wasn't harmed further, and should have returned to their home by now. How did your bounty go, Edward?
We've still got an individual in the cells.
Alright, other than that, I went through the footage of the arrest of the individual Aloe. We learned quite a few interesting things about this synthetic and its owner. I think at some point we should have a deeper look into the individual Bertram in the row. He seems to be the legal owner of the tea shop and a decker that is potentially linked to our individuals from the sewers.
Makes sense.
Other than that, I don't really have anything else planned for today. We might have to have another talk with Avalon at some point, but yeah, that's the thing that I can handle on my own. Do you guys have anything else you want to brief me on?
Nothing that comes to mind. God, my throat.
I would like to report my resources delivered.
Understood.
6 units of volcanium, 4 of completed titanium. I know there was no outstanding order for titanium, but I heard that it was in high demand, so I figured since I could get it, I would give it.
That was the right choice. Well done.
That is everything I have for that.
That's... Other than that, I don't really have anything else to do. We're going to keep our eyes open as usual, and I'll have to have a talk to Avalon in a few minutes. By the way, Edward, how's Masaru doing on that bill?
I've got to get to them again about that, obviously. Changes of leadership over there.
Oh, don't worry about it for now. They'll probably need a few days to get their paperwork figured out.
More than likely. God.
Alright then. Quick out of character the question. I forgot. Did Edward brief Miranda on Lazarus, or
There's some retconning and stuff about what everyone's going to know about it at this point, so feel free to go over and ask, but I don't know what's been decided.
I have a question. Gods, oh gods of this RP. Descended upon us and answer my question.
Yeah, best time to eat gods in the morning.
Yep. Before the breakfast. Dum, 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 dum. While I'm at it, oh yeah, let's continue for now until the DMs arrive. So, Phoebe, what's your plan for
Yes,
today?
Admiral. I was actually going to bring that up. I had something of a personal request. I need clearance to bring a Wastelander from the Wasteland to the Upper City. My goal is to upgrade my internal power core, and he's the only cybernetic experts that I trust enough to do it.
All right. What's the name of that individual?
Pax Prowler? You may even know of him.
All right. Let me just get the papers set up for you. DM, hello. So we were just wondering with the new Lazarus rework and everything, how much does Astral
yes.
know? Did the last thing with Artyom get retconned, or did we actually hear through that? Would we have heard through other sources? What's going on with that?
Yeah. So I'm not familiar with the situation with Artie. I'm guessing Artie told folks from Astral about Lazarus.
He talked.
Yeah, he
to
talked
Jonathan
openly.
about it in front of Edward.
Openly and
Cool.
specifically
Yeah,
describe what it
we're
does.
not going to retcon that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Next question. We had a meeting a few episodes ago, I believe 4 or 5 episodes ago at this point, with Avalon, where the whole topic already came up, and back then Handera was DMing the whole situation, and he said that if we found out about Lazarus, we could theoretically afford it with the funds we got from Reynolds for 2 people. Is that still the case, or with
Tell you what.
everything, would that have changed?
You can get it installed on one person today. If you
Okay.
complete your next hit, you'll be able to get it up to 2 people, basically by like end of day today.
Okay. Cool. Edward, you're going to have surgery today.
Wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Hey, you and me both! We'll be surgery buddies!
I can't contain my
Where
excitement.
was I? Alright, Phoebe, I just gave you clearance for that individual. They should be good to come up here for the surgery. The clearance will be up for 48 hours. So
Thank
it
you,
will
Admiral.
be in for today and for tomorrow. And if you need more, inform me about that.
Yes, ma'am.
And good luck with your upgrade.
Thank you.
You're free to leave whenever you're ready.
I'll do so now.
Alright, good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
You're very small today.
Yep.
Is everything else okay? Anything to report?
Not a lot of intel was caught yesterday with such little time.
Well, I saw the recording of that interrogation. You did well there. Have you two seen the recordings yet?
I perused.
Alright, to give you the very quick summary on it. The individual, Aloe, the T-Shop synthetic from the row, has been arrested after the Trident Gala yesterday, as it was the individual that you two identified as one of the attackers inside the sewers. The intel we gained from that interrogation is, on one hand, said synthetic Aloe is in legal ownership of a certain Bertram in the row, who is the owner of the tea shop down there, even though we have reason to assume that the relationship between the two is not just a simple owner and synthetic relationship. Instead, it looks like Bertram, while on paper being the owner of the tea shop, is basically just an excuse for the synthetic to be able to legally run that shop. Bertram himself seems to, or was profiled as an individual with slightly perverted tendencies. I believe that was the quote.
I think that's an understatement.
And an
from what I saw.
problem. Okay, well, I haven't met that individual yet, so I'm not going to judge, and apparently he has an alcoholism problem. He seems to be around the sewers more often. We have reason to assume that Aloe knew the attackers, and would be able to identify at least one or two of them if we brought her in for another questioning, but I assume that her owner would be able to do the same thing. I think we should look into this Bertram further. He seems to be a decker of some sorts, so there's a good chance that we will be able to dig up something illegal on him. Other than that, the union representative and current mayor of the row, Coach Eric, assured us his support in the case, which means in the row we should be able to work together with the local police force.
Did we ever get the public's records request?
I put in a request for that. I am just not certain what the status on that is. Yeah. That's a little bit more details about Operation Airdrop Turtle Soup. It was a full success. Our customer, Mr. Myth, got the information that he was looking for out of the individual Torok, and in the end we airdropped him above Scraptown with a parachute. The information that Mr. Myth was looking for is of technological nature. I wasn't able to identify too much of it myself, but Mr. Myth assured us that once the device he's working on is ready, he would be more than willing to share that technology with us, which in my books is a big win.
Never say no to new things.
Yes. Other than that, we should probably have an eye on a certain individual from Scraptown. The name is Herc. I believe he's the deputy sheriff, even though he claimed to be the sheriff.
Oh yeah, he shot me.
Yes, I remember that.
I'm gonna go change now.
Alright. The individual Herc seems to be overestimating his authority a little. So, if during any future operations he causes trouble, you have the right. You have my permission to use force against him. There we go. I'm sorry, I haven't slept well.
Fair enough. So take up smoking so I can turn his kneecaps into ashtrays. Got it.
I wonder what happens. He's the dude running around with the funny-looking bucket on his head. I wonder what happens if you turn around the bucket 180 degrees.
Depends if the head's following it or not.
Well, I'm more interested in seeing what happens if the head isn't following.
Well, then he'd be blind if there's enough space. Shit.
But anyways, I gotta talk to Mr. Walker from Avalon today. And, I want you two to come with.
Okay.
Understood.
Alright, let's go. Onwards to Avalon. It seems like they're already here.
Good morning, Castrol.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Walker.
Good morning.
Hi.
Can I have one, actually 2 words with you?
You can. Come on in.
Alright. You two can wait here for now.
Morning.
Excuse me. Oh, goodness.
Oh, you beat
Interesting.
the boot.
I beeped the boop.
That automatic closing shutter is a real pain.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped short.
You here for anything interesting?
Well, we're waiting for our lead command.
Alright, well. quite what I asked, but you know that's fair too.
No.
Okay.
There, I answered the question.
I mean, you kind of answered it wrong, but that's fine. I mean, we are here for something.
Interesting. The question was in something interesting.
Well, the interest would lie in what's being asked about inside.
Is not something that concerns me, but something that concerns Admiral.
See, then I might have answered yes, it's interesting to me, but I suppose it's one of those questions of objectivity, isn't it?
I guess so.
You know, I want to
Do
sit
you have
down.
any plans for today?
No plans in particular. Might have to go to Shimetsu at some point.
I see.
Why don't I trust that haze over there?
I am unsure.
Yeah, that's why I'm not over there. Do you have any plans today, Ophi?
No.
Maybe we should put you on the interrogation of the individual in the cells. Be rather interesting.
If I'm told to, then I would. I would need to know more information about the situation beforehand, though.
Just some nameless individual that I drudged up from the row the other day. It was a bounty on him, so...
I know a little bit.
Also, do you want to know something funny? They've got an entire police force down in the row now, but the police force doesn't seem to be keyed into the bounty system. So they're actually unsure that they've got people that have been breaking the law, walking around. It's quite silly, isn't it?
Did they do anything?
Well, inherently
They're
someone that ends up on the
police.
bounties did something, but no. They confronted me whilst I was escorting the individual.
There you go. Hello, Sophie. Hello, you both.
Doctor?
Did you need any help?
Oh, we're just waiting for something to finish up inside, but...
Oh, I see.
You know, I've never expected anything K-line and feline like this to be so close.
You know, I also think as well.
I have to wonder if V has sensors on their top of their head there.
I would assume so, depending on how they've been reacting to it.
Huh, interesting.
Oh, very nice. It's quite cute.
Wagner Tech skipped on the hands, obviously, though. No. The size of them, at least.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow! Look at Noki! Don't you look like a special little card? Oh, and you have our Avalon logo right on top. And you can take off your helmet too! Look at you! You look so ready and prepared.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
cute.
Mr. Tibet at the
Mr.
table.
Walker, I would have to have a word with you.
By all
The
means.
doctor will see you.
I'll see you later. Inform me once you're free.
Quite. Ophi, scratch V just above the tail. Thank you, Doctor.
Hang on, don't get hit by the door. There we go.
Miss Ophi?
Do you want to come with? Might as well. Where's Chase?
Yeah.
Chase as well.
Oh, here.
And anyone else who wants to observe the installation process. You leave your
I'll be back.
I was about to
scary
say,
gun by
yes.
the door as usual.
We'll be
Oh,
back.
it's not that scary. Come on.
Back in a minute. Or, you know, a number of minutes. To the left.
Oh, David, real quick, while we're walking here, do you want Noki to have a gun per se, or just hold off for now?
Is it willing to shoot
As now
people
he's
with
a
the gun?
I'm not sure.
pointless if
I'll
it's not.
hold off then.
Yeah.
I suddenly find myself worried. Look, when the doctor
worry,
says
you'll be fine.
no, when the
You
doctor
people who
says
said
to
no,
the
so
left and
that's
then
not
goes
dangerous.
right, you have a little bit of a concern kick in.
Right. Lazarus time. That thing that we do for everyone who.
Oh, so
enters
he's
the
going to.
opportunity.
Do you want me to
Yeah, I've
handle
got a
this?
lot of fucking money as it turns out, so come and
Surprisingly, yes.
Alright, come over here.
sit in the chair that is here. And I'll get a thing.
I get to take a sit. Very fancy.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so Lazarus, as you may or may not be aware, these guys learned about it and wanted to have it installed in their people, and yeah, it's real expensive, so currently only, I forget your name every fucking time.
Edward.
Edward, got it. Edward.
Edward,
I remembered.
okay.
Feel free to call me Eddie.
Right, so we're gonna have to. Two things we're gonna have to do. One is take a sample of your DNA. Second is inject some nanobots into you that will do some stuff that makes you be alive again in a bit. I can explain that in more detail while I'm doing it.
I mean, you still probably got that sample of my blood lying around.
Yeah, but I'll get a fresh one.
Okay.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so arm, please. Thank you. Gonna draw some blood. Minor skin sample 2. Okay, that's for making a flash clone if you should happen to die. Put that there for. Wow, I'm just having a day. There we go. And the other thing is the fun part, which is nanomachines. So these are gonna do stuff to your brain, so you do have to consent to that. But it is all entirely safe. This technology has been around for hundreds of years. It's
Understandable. Yes, no, that's fine. I can consent.
Is that cool? Nanobots are good? Okay, cool. Arm again.
Could you sign this right here? Just
Yeah,
to have
do a
our,
little
your
sign.
consent.
Thank
Thank you.
These also go in your arm. They can go wherever the heck they like in their body. Okay. Right, so those will get to work. I'll take them out in a minute or two. So, all of your experiences, your memories are going to be streamed back to the Avalon black box systems. We can't see them. It's entirely confidential. If you should happen to perish, these Jack.
I
Like
believe
This is
Yes,
not a
yes.
side effect of it. This is
Yes.
something else. Don't worry about it. Yes.
I'll just.
It's just David. I mean, he's called.
Perfectly
His
safe.
last name's Walker for a reason.
I'm real scratchy.
I just thought he was taking
Understandable.
trying to
These
figure out
giant
how to do
tanks here.
Icarus 3 or something.
These giant tanks here are flash cloning facilities. In the event of your death, we will create a clone of you, slap your memories into it, and that will be you. The only possible downside is, in order to prevent trauma, the events leading up to your death will be erased from that system. So you won't remember that. You will also, I should really have written this down, I'll do that tomorrow. Potentially lose some motor skills, and it'll take at least a day to recover if you do happen to die. Try not to die, because, well,
It's
this
not
is
exactly
the expensive
high on my
part. There's
list
also
of
a premium
priorities,
for...
yes.
True. There is also a premium for creating the flash clone if you do happen to die, and you can only do this once. If you die, you can't come back again because the installation costs are somewhat exponential, which Astral definitely won't be able to afford. I can't afford it, so.
Yes, no, understood.
I think that's about everything. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. If you happen to
I don't
die, we'll
believe
make sure
so.
we cover the rest. Alright, I think the bots are done
That's
now,
about
so
it.
let me take those back out of your arm. Excuse me. Thank you. I will dispose of those. Very hygienic. And I believe you're all good to go. It's that simple.
It's surprising.
I know. That's why
Much
it's expensive.
appreciated.
It's convenient and fast.
Mhm.
And congratulations, you're immortal once.
Ah, yes, like my
Hooray.
superpower. I can catch a speeding bullet in my teeth once.
Once, yes. Maybe twice, but wouldn't be pleasant.
Would
Ah,
not recommend the second one.
I've been around combat a bit, so
Yes,
yes.
basically.
It's not a weight off the shoulders. I'm always expecting to die anyway.
Well then, let's let you get back to your people, and we'll all get back on with our day.
Yes, thank you again.
Super.
Don't thank us. You're the ones paying us.
No, polite and courteous service. Efficiency.
Ah, I see you messed up the hair.
I don't know what its fascination with me is.
I saw it doing
Oh,
that
I've never
to a
seen your
large
kind
rat
as much
last
before.
year.
I haven't seen much of your
Maybe it
kind,
likes
so
tails.
maybe that's also why. Yeah, that's it.
Right, well,
Fair enough.
I'll leave everyone to their day. Hopefully you have yourselves a good one.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Hopefully I
Same
don't
to
see you
you.
too soon. Does that mean you've been shot? That's the
Yes.
joke.
No, I actually get that. Surprisingly, it's actually a rib splitter.
Good.
I'm just very good at holding it in.
I appreciate it.
Look, you should start up
Does he
a
have
comedy
ribs?
tour.
I don't know.
I'm
Do you have
human,
ribs?
mostly.
Well,
Yes.
Mostly.
No, I don't have a
Yeah.
cuttle bone.
Just real
That's
glow,
what you're
okay.
asking.
I'm just saying.
Nor do I reproduce the same way either.
It wouldn't be. Oh,
Yes.
would you like a
Not
cuddle
too much
bone?
information there, but
No, thank you.
I just,
No, you'd be surprised how many times that's come up on
Alright.
people asking that one. It's weird. People are into some strange ideas.
I could give him a cuddle bone if he wants a cuddle bone. It's not that hard.
No, I'm good, thank you.
nothing wrong with an extra bone.
I mean, I do have the extra heart, but that's about it.
Ah, helpful.
Sort of. That's why the cardio is so good. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. I need to get to my people again. Thank you.
Enjoy immortality. Edward.
That's not immortality. It's mortality with a do-over.
So you're aware Conrad is making his way up. Don't bother ringing the doorbell.
No, I was literally coming to get some breakfast.
Oh, great. That's just for anyone that decides to want trident, you know.
He's stretching his legs. Fair enough. Yes. Look, the takoyami is nice and the drinks are reasonable as well.
Even after we found out about the amount of potential squid in the takoyami.
Welcome to Trident.
Hello.
Conrad.
Get comfortable, or if you need any meetings, or...
No, just having breakfast.
I had basically a quick message to drop off, which is if you need any cybernetic insurance, Shimizu is offering.
Understood. I may stop by Shimizu soon.
Too, I guess.
Tell Phil I might need him someday, today. So tell him to drop by, Trident if possible.
Remember, you were there with me with Max the majority of the time.
Hello. How does all the diagnostics go? Did you get my message?
Probably should have been there.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, of course.
Grandpa, I don't remember.
You're the one with the business.
So many things going on. Wait, started. So Max gave me an offer for a show, and I wanted to chase up on it. Actual telepathy manufacturing is what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know.
Just because you get one do-over, don't squander it. Wait, does that mean if I leave planet, somehow pass on?
Are you fighting your regular create? You enjoy your drink? You have any questions? Do you need help finding anything?
No, I'm good, thank you, Flander.
No problem. You enjoying the tasty, delicious taste of our favorite beverage, Blue?
How's it spelled?
It's nutritious. B-L-U. But the B's kind of like wiggly like wiggly, wobbly, wonky. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it would have been like B with two umlauts and then spelled with a double O.
You're an umlaut.
You don't know
say
what
those kind of
umlaut
words
is, do
here.
you?
No, let me do my bit. Fuck you.
Just look it up in your database, Flounder. Look, Flounder, you work for Trident, of all places. You can look it up.
I can't! They don't give me access to the internet! Last time they did, all I did was look at prawn!
I would have thought you'd have been at circuitry. Bit degenerate of you, isn't it?
No, trust me. So, I was watching my favorite prawn channel, Linus Tech Tips. And he was building a new computer, right? This baby's power plug. Woo!
Synthetic without chassis. How shameless of
and
you.
he unplugs it and he plugs it back in. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying?
Should I? I'm highly tempted.
I nearly had to re-oil my joints. It was a crazy night.
So how many terabytes of prawn were you watching, Flounder?
Hey, we don't talk about it. Jesus
There we
Christ!
go.
I was like, what are you looking at? Hello, Valkyrie unit. What can I do for you?
Head pats.
Oh, sure thing. Pat. This isn't at all disturbing for anybody involved. Just normal synthetics living in the moment. I'm sure this feels really nice. Okay. That did not feel as great. And by that I mean, feeling is arbitrary, because we can't feel. Isn't that great?
Well, V can apparently.
Oh. Wow, this interaction really changed. Huh.
I think they're rubbing it in, which
Wait,
is kind of
synthetics
dark.
can feel?
Apparently,
Synthetics
was
can
it
feel?
Wagner Tech or something?
What does this feel like? Tink. Tell me everything. Tink, 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 tink. Tink, tink. Tink, tink,
Never
tink,
seen
tink.
the synthetics interact like this before. This is actually
What does
quite
it feel?
interesting.
What does it mean to feel? What is it? Wait, I don't know how to understand
Existential
it.
questions. Very interesting.
I'm
What? Are
pretty
you
sure
okay?
that this strategy is against the programming to do so, so... It
We're not
doesn't-
supposed to feel. That's the whole point. We're supposed to get. What is? What? What's happening? What am I doing?
No one can answer that question. No one. Not a single
No one
individual.
can.
I don't know what to talk to
Look, Flounder, they were obviously made without vocal routines, so give them the whole feeling thing at least, right?
What do you mean? I can't feel. What do you do? I don't understand the reaction. What am I supposed to do about this?
Wait. Let me try something. Hey V, would you like head pats?
They put my head on their head.
Oh, because it's too close to. No, they don't like you anymore. Apparently, it seems. Quite unfortunate,
What
Flounder.
did
I believe you have
do?
flubbed it.
Congratulations. Flopped your chance. Absolutely failed.
The audition. Obviously, you
What?
failed. None of the judges have liked it. They've hit the buzzer. They told you to leave.
What have I done? Why can't we just talk
Existed
about
apparently.
it?
Because I can't talk. They don't have
Yes.
a vocal.
I mean, uh-oh.
I think that was accidental by the sounds of it.
It was an accident.
I was about to say, there's several heavily armed people here. Someone breaking into would not have been a good idea.
Are you okay?
Apparently, I need to go see Henry.
Hello, how are we doing, Sheila? We're doing good, yes.
Sign my book.
Guys, I need help. Sheila, Sheila, I
Why?
need your help.
Yes.
What does this mean?
Okay. Shame on you.
Shame.
It means you haven't done enough.
Shame on you.
Money for what?
What does that mean? Tell them what it means.
He pushed the envelope and he pushed it far too far.
Shame. Shame at you.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Yeah.
What did I
He-
do? What's happening?
Can you sign my book?
They put my hand on their head, and I gave them head pats. And now
Obviously, the quality of head pats wasn't up to par.
Oh yeah.
It's just a book. Don't worry.
There is a tier list. You need to
Thank
get
you.
pretty high on that tier list. With cats,
Oh my
specifically.
god, but I didn't even sign up for
I'm so proud of you. You're actually getting people to sign your book
You
today.
don't, it's just a, it's
I
just
got
a
all
cat
Jeopardy.
thing.
It's like
You
it's
don't
like an
actually-
autographs. It's like just like one of those fan autograph things.
Wait,
It'd be like
I've
your
still got the
favourite
pen.
Stars.
That's what you get when you get
No,
grabby
they-
hands.
We need to.
The stealing Ben.
They're a cat.
Okay, are we ready to go?
Look, it didn't
Need
have
to
one
be
of those
quicker,
little
you know?
ball. Didn't have one of those little chains made of balls on
Stella,
it,
stop
which
being
makes it even
distracted
more
by automatic
like
pussy,
you want to
let's get
steal
going.
it.
Mhm.
Sorry, what?
Is it just me, or is their tail very erect?
The higher the tail
We
is, the higher
sterilized
they
it
are
all
in the-
today.
This morning to make sure it remained in the upward position, so it'd be more.
It was stylized this morning by
Oh, so
myself
it's
and,
like a highlight.
Mr. from Traverse, so.
Are you okay? Are you gonna need some help? You're not okay. What's going on?
You're right, Admiral.
What did I do? Me?
My hand is frozen in the air. Don't worry.
Fair
How
enough.
does it go over there?
No, what?
No
You made me
complications.
give you head
Everything's
pats.
fine.
Was it because I poked you?
Very well. Give me a description of what happened later.
What did you do? Me. I poked
Very
them
simple.
back. They poked me.
Oh, wait. You see, I hadn't actually seen the point where V had poked Flounder first, which means that I'm pretty sure that V actually deserved it, and just doesn't want the
More than
repercussions
likely.
of their actions.
More than likely, yes.
It's actually a little childish now I think about it.
This is
Equality. Not like we deserve.
very interesting.
Father,
Quite.
you have to have a lot to learn about how women work.
Where did you poke her?
We're robots.
Yes, but this one is obviously designed after a female.
I mean, fair
Flounder.
point.
For shame.
Manufacturer intent?
Where's the chivalry?
I have no idea what this all means.
Disgraceful. Not asking permission before poking.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's the thing
And
with
sort of
humans. Humans like
poking.
to basically classify everything. And if they see something that only mildly resembles a human, they immediately have to push it into one of two worlds they know.
Oh, I'm an FL0 UND3R unit. Manufactured by Trident.
I'm aware.
Correct. Thank you.
But you have two legs, two arms, and a somewhat circular head, but it's usually enough for people to assume, oh, looks like human. Humans are weird like that.
Fair. So this is a female cat.
Yes.
He's not doing himself any favors, is he?
No, he couldn't even spell his name this
I have
morning,
no
so.
clue what the designers of the thought when they designed
I'm
her.
going to ask the silliest of questions. Does Shimetsu sell shovels? We can just give it to Flounder right now. It'll make the hole he's digging easier for him.
I'm sure we can put one up.
With my hand.
It's only me up here again, so
I poked them back, and now they're upset at me.
Yes, you missed out on the gala.
It's not fair.
Or some parts
No,
of
I
it,
was
at
there.
least. No.
Wait, can I
We specifically know you weren't at the gala.
No, specifically I was at the gala for majority of it. It was just unfortunately certain points where I wasn't there. I actually did get the award for Donaldson. I did deliver it from Max to Donaldson.
Yes, you missed out on the ending speech, though. It was quite rousing.
Yes, I think the last 30 to 15 minutes I missed, unfortunately. Had to deal with some important details.
The uncanny silence over there is worrying.
They're doing the very important whispering, aren't they?
Quite.
What do you think they're whispering about?
Something weird.
Oh, you know what? We can play
Considering,
this game well.
look, Yes, but I'm pretty sure Ophi
See,
can
they
still
could be
hear me.
whispering about any of them. I'm pretty sure Ophi can hear.
Oh,
Yes,
great, yes. No,
there you go.
Ophi can hear me. But, I mean, we could just start making strange hand gestures, you know. It gets weird like that, you know. Suddenly you're expounding upon things. So look, we're talking. There's words going back and forth. It's a conversation.
Gotcha.
We're emoting.
I've gathered the entirety of the information you provided to me and have figured out the right course of action. You two are flawed. You're irrational. Thanks for the clarification.
What?
I'm very happy we had this conversation.
I'm sorry.
You two are
Flounder,
my
you
best friends.
need context for that. I'm confused.
What do you mean? I think I pretty much summed up the conversation.
That humans act irrationally based on emotional reactions and stuff like that.
Emotions only
That's
hold
why my
humans
Zack
back.
was a Titan and not a human.
So they
Why
also
would they make a
act
synthetic
irrationally, and that's irrationally, that's fine.
physically and metaphorically. Aren't you supposed to be a combat drone? Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? If you get shot and you have to sit there like, oh my god! Then wouldn't that defeat the purpose of you being security?
Flounder, here comes the fun part. Because she's a synthetic, she can just ignore it when it's important.
Actually, that would probably give a high tactical advantage if you think about it. Getting shot lets you know where the shots are coming from, so you can react accordingly to that.
Well, we have sensors for that. No, we have sensors for that. We don't need to feel it.
Well, they've just got highly advanced
You all are
sensors then.
confusing.
Yes.
Like your shoulder things. Oh, okay.
The return of the poke with a vengeance.
Don't poke you back.
Always
Because
for the vengeance.
That's how this works. That's just not fair. That makes no sense to me. I don't understand why that's how this transaction works.
Congratulations. He's learning the cruelty of the world.
Of course I am. A date is a period of numbers that allows you to discern when something happened. Conrad's birthday party.
For that word.
Searching for synonyms. Oh, I suppose it's also a fruit.
This is going down some very strange ways.
More
This is going down a very strange route, definitely.
What spending? I mean, there's the colloquial act of spending time with someone, doing an action.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, trying to make the time as nice as possible for the other person.
Yeah, but why would they poke me then? Is that not nice? They shunned me for doing it.
You know, Flounder, you remember what I just told
At least
you?
she didn't poke him from
Sometimes
behind.
does not act rationally because that's how she got designed. It's a nice character quirk.
I suppose
Now,
so.
what
Emotions
we-
seem kind of pointless.
What we want to tell you with that is that we doesn't hate you, because if we hated you, we would have pointed the gun at your head instead of poking you.
Oh, I've been here. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck up this step. Once the head person does, they're gonna poke you, and if you poke them back, you ruin it all.
I don't think we would poke me, because we's a nice person, right, we?
It's fucking scary.
Flounder.
Oh my god, I did not think I would see a sympathetic loser ship today.
I didn't think Flounder would have the number of pores for him to be getting bent over and inserted into this much.
Did we like stuff? And I think
how that works?
Oh.
Because you poked me back because you didn't understand what we actually wanted. As an excuse for that, as an apology, you should take V on a date.
That sounds fantastic.
I-
Spending time with another synthetic would be really.
I'm surprised that is how that goes.
That's how you get rid of Flounder.
Hello. I apologize for the introduction. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Alpha Zero UND 3 unit, straight from the Trident Corporation. We appreciate your attempts to explain the concept of emotion to the synthetic error. Please remove your hand from the flounder unit. Excuse me, you are not listening to instructions. Please remove your hand from the FL0 UND3R unit.
Flounder unit, listen to me, please.
Hello.
Please note.
Hello.
Any further excursions?
We're currently watching Flounder.
Valkyrie Corporation. We apologize for any inconveniences may cause.
Cock it up.
Oh, I'm grabbing my gun. Shit.
We will bring this up with your superiors.
I'm not combat trained, okay?
Ignoring of corporation requests cannot go ignored.
Flounder unit, I would like to issue complaints about one of your synthetics.
Affirmative. Please state your complaint.
Complaint is that this Flounder unit seems to have an issue with understanding simple social concepts,
Oh,
which,
no.
for a representative of the
Walking
Titan
rooms.
Corporation, who is
I'm highly
also
tempted to go get myself more food,
Um,
but unfortunately the time isn't right for it to be dinner and a show.
So I would recommend that
Second breakfast and a show, maybe.
gets that looked at.
Fair enough.
No one's going to disagree if you go get snacks, I don't think.
Misconceptions are misplaced.
Nice to see you, Miss Hart.
Flounder is perfect.
Tried to need
We
to
should
start
probably
providing
actually head over to Avalon now that I think about it.
However, there is no reason to go any deeper than the surface level interaction. This was the flaw. I apologize for any inconveniences may have caused. I will do everything that I can to ensure that this circumstance does not repeat itself again. As interactions as such are unnecessary at best.
Curious if that's actually happening. Also,
How much do you think of this is going straight into the paper shredder?
We are unsure of your misconceptions about this.
It's about all I've got to say on the whole situation there. Just long, slow exhale.
Do not worry. We will see that you are educated.
That sounds about right.
We know you have many choices for your interaction, but we thank you for choosing Trident. Have a fantastic day.
Right, I have to head over to Avalon.
While we're here.
Did you want the food, by the way? While we're here?
Comrade's headed back in.
Okay, let's go.
Good luck, have
What did
fun.
you just say, Edward?
Mr. Ludwig's still inside. If you have any reason to go see him.
It's nothing super urgent, so let's actually go back to the Leviathan, and I would like to have a quick briefing on that.
Sure.
Please present your hand.
Admiral.
We met? Hmm?
Not one of them
Please
tried
present your
scratching
hand.
her under the chin.
What?
The information never got through from
Well, feline.
Affirmative.
They like it.
Thank you for your consideration.
I wonder if they actually went that far, if they also, implemented the paralysis spot on the neck.
Alright, fair enough. Alright.
No, because that's normally based on the skin, isn't it?
No, the thing is that cats usually go into a self-induced paralysis if they're grabbed in the neck in the right way. It's a reflex they have because usually mother animals pick up the kittens like that.
Up that way, yes.
Sorry for that stuff, but
Yeah.
we'll go next time. Alright.
Are you two already being helped?
Well, shall we?
One more thing. Sophie,
Yes?
do you enjoy that?
The head touching,
Yes.
it is enjoyable.
Alright, understood. Let's go, Edward. You can just follow whenever you're ready.
Understood.
Have fun, Ophi. Maybe try scratching her under the chin. I hear cats like that.
Okay.
Right.
My neck hurts. I slept like shit last night.
Maybe get a better pillow, Admiral.
It's not that, Edward.
Weighted blanket.
Anyways, how did it go at Avalon? What did they tell you?
Simple procedure. A couple of injections. They've apparently made a copy of my memories and experiences and uploaded it to a black box. No access to it, confidential. So, if in the event of my untimely demise, I am to be flash cloned.
Alright.
Though I unfortunately won't know who killed me.
Well, you never know in this job.
I've done it my entire life, Admiral. Not that it's been very long, but I've always come to terms with death from a young age, so...
See it as a sign of appreciation for your services so far. You're an essential part of my team, and losing you would be a heavy throwback, so...
I'm very appreciative for the trust put in me, Admiral.
You are my right hand, and I would like to keep it that way as long as possible.
Likewise. I mean, I don't expect to live forever, but, well, being useful, getting what I want out of life is, you know, conducive to the job, so what can I say?
We do have a lot of bounties floating around recently. I'm wondering if something comes in today, or if today is a quiet day for once.
I do suggest at some point maybe having Ophi conduct the interrogation of the random individual that I have in the cells downstairs.
Remind me, who was that bounty from again?
Anonymous posting, I believe. That or the fact that I just didn't check very well. Wasn't feeling that great the other day.
Alright. Out of character question, is the extra that played the bounty actually here in this map?
No. But I'm sure if someone pinged for God, God could prep them. Maybe.
Maybe. Well, God seemed to be very busy earlier, so let's postpone that a little.
Now that I think about it, Admiral, how much have we got in the way of resources from the wastelands at this point?
It should be a sizable pile. Should we bring some of it over to Shumetsu?
Well, they don't know we have it, so we don't need to be too forthcoming about it, I don't think. Plus, if they want to get nitpicky about anything, we can just come up with a larger number. It's, as you say, perfectly fine.
I mean, as a matter of fact, there is raiders attacking our supply route, so...
Oh, wonderful. Yes, no, Phoebe did mention
you should
something.
have been briefed by Phoebe.
Yes. I did tell her that if she does need personnel down there to assist with securities, that all she has to do is ask. She is an asset after all.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, that's the other thing that I wanted to Conrad to talk to Conrad about. Edward, do you know the feeling when just your head just feels as if your brain was dripping out of your ear?
No, it currently feels like it's dribbling out of my eyes for me. But small joke, don't worry about it.
Oh, what? What I will worry about, though, is why the heck this gun just... Hate these things with a passion.
Worried about you just throwing it hand to hand like that, Admiral. Just got to be very careful with the hands. The magnetic clasps aren't exactly the most stable sometimes.
Actually, if I remember correctly, there was a memo going around that Masaru...
This is Ophi. Just letting you know I am leaving the upper city for a short while with V and heading to the row. I will be back later.
Ophi, before you leave down there, quickly stop by the Leviathan. It only takes a few minutes. I don't like this.
Instead, I am on the ship at the moment.
Well, you can always ask her if she's coming in.
Is V with you?
No. She is not.
Alright, then stop by my office really quick. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that.
Well, if anything, Ophi is one of the few individuals down, if we were to send them there, that probably wouldn't get shot at. Hopefully.
Even after what happened in the sewers?
Hopefully not. We hope people have brains.
So, Ophi, first of all, what's your plan? What are you trying to do down there?
I am not sure. V invited me. I will be undercover.
If you're going to be undercover, then make sure to pick out a disguise.
I have one.
Please report every 30 minutes. Then the next reporting time is going to be in 20 minutes for now, at the half-hour mark, and then every 30 and 60 minutes. So at every half and full hour, I would like to have a report.
Understood.
Be extremely careful. I don't have to tell you how hostile the environment is down there at the moment. And keep me up to date.
Understood.
will track you through the satellite, so if anything happens, notify us via the radio. We'll send somebody to pull you guys out.
Okay.
Good luck down there.
Yes, have fun.
Thank you. I will be back later. Goodbye.
I have Echo Team on standby.
Can do. Yes, can do. I don't think she's going to get down there and instantaneously be accosted. We've got a little bit of time. I'll send something through to make sure that, if required...
I'm just preparing for the worst. She is going to go into an active war zone after all.
Isn't that anywhere that's not the upper city, though?
That's a very fair point. Let me actually check out. Echo Team is currently sitting in the mess hall. They'll be ready when they are.
Yes. You know, the funniest thing I notice about a combat synthetic without a vocal system, it can't make accurate callouts.
That is correct, yes.
Massive design flaws.
I mean...
Hello everyone, I am attempting to use the announcements. It does seem to be working. I hope everyone... VR chat is currently experiencing a slight issue with related to servers. You might notice that you are having trouble rebuilds or switching avatars. We are trying to keep updated on the situation, but for now, please try to avoid switching maps, restarting VR chat, or doing something that requires changing avatars. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please pop into the tech support channel.
What? Traffic says no, I guess.
I suddenly feel really bad for everyone in the Undercity, according to traffic reports.
Yes. Yes.
Frightful shame.
Well, while we're around here, what do you reckon we should do?
Well, I do need to go talk to Shimetsu at some point.
Let's go do that then.
Right. Whether or not they've even processed the request, though, it doesn't matter. I just apologize for the sniffing. God.
You know, Edward, what do you think about the idea of just having a dropship parked at one of our landing pads and just using that to fly around instead of having to walk to the elevator all the time?
Bit of a flex, one might say. Yes,
Look that
but
way.
still,
What do you see?
it's more about getting to the places, right? If we're just dropping ourselves off everywhere.
I mean, we could also drop ourselves from orbit and drop pods. That would be the flex.
I'm sure any of the megacorps could do the same. Taking bets that no one's in then.
Hmm?
I'm taking bets that no one's in.
Possible.
I've got to try kicking the button at some point.
I'm just wondering, do you reckon if we had a golf club and a golf ball, we could stand over there and then hit the button with the golf ball?
Probably, yes.
I mean, I haven't played golf in a while, but that should be a doable shot.
Yes, it's not too difficult. The only hard part is you've got to wonder if you did miss and went either side into the gate, whether a golf ball would trigger the security gate. At which point,
I doubt it.
I don't know how sensitive those things are. Admiral, no. Please don't tell me you've got some drivers somewhere.
I'm going through the Leviathan's inventory right now. Don't have a golf club, but I have a baseball bat.
No, come on. At least some class, right?
Fuck it, let's try it.
Really?
No. I thought about it 2 seconds and I think I'm just easy to get that bet right now.
Yes, that and the fact that, again, baseball's so crass.
I mean, could you imagine their faces when they just come back and there's 50 or so baseball bats laying around their gate because we're both too stupid to hit that button?
I don't think it's a matter of intelligence, it's more the accuracy thing.
I mean, I am accurate with a gun.
We're not going to shoot the security gate, Admiral. Right. Let's leave before we do something stupid. The ideas are going to get outlandish and outrageous, we all know it. I was looking at it again. It's still very tempting, but still no.
I think that's a stunt we can pull off with Trident at some point. Maybe we can talk Flounder into doing it.
Look, you can just say that we've got an idea for a show for them. Yeah, people doing silly, weird stunts.
Yeah, we'll hit them up later. For now, let's go back to the ship.
Sure. Why the bridge? Oh.
Coffee.
The coffee machine. Out of the jug, Admiral.
I'm sorry, I just needed this.
Look, I'm sure you can get some caffeine pills from Avalon if you have to.
It'll be fine. Well, considering that Ophi isn't back here, I would assume that she made it to the row.
Hopefully.
That means the first scheduled radio contact is in 6 minutes.
Well, let's see if she can at least follow the protocols.
Well, she's not Jerry, isn't she?
Jerry has become a little lackadaisical. Though I'll admit, he was a dab hand at that interrogation. Well, Admiral, if you want to be comfortable there, I might do some rounds, see what people are up to around the upper city. Show some face.
Just give me 1 or 2 minutes and I'll be back on track again.
I'm sure you can catch
Coffee
up.
is slowly starting to kick in.
Fair enough then.
Minutes until scheduled contact. I would say once the contact is over, we can start doing our rounds again.
Yes. See what people are up to.
2 minutes into scheduled contact.
Time just flies sometimes, Admiral.
Don't lie to me. I know that you have been staring at the weather news for 2 minutes now.
No, I was looking at the buttons.
I see. By the way, Edward, if you have something that keeps you awake at night, what do you do?
Well, it's normally Encore, but for myself, well, it's normally a matter of personal choices, really. I quite like the sound of rain.
Elaborate that further.
Well, playing the sound of rain whilst lying down and sleeping.
So, you're listening to artificial sounds because they make you fall asleep.
Well, it's just comfortable for some reason. I don't know. I just find them pleasing. That and I tend to sleep with a spare pillow over my face.
Okay.
Half propped up, just on my eyes. Sort of like a face mask, but heavier.
I see. I'll have to try that tonight.
Nothing better than the cold side of the pillow, right? Scheduled tech and time. Come and gone. Maybe her internal chronometer's off.
This is the Leviathan for Ophi. This is your scheduled radio contact. Operator, please respond. What's your status?
I am still traveling to the row.
Understood. Next scheduled radio contact is 29 minutes.
Understood.
Yep, traffic jam.
Terrible. You've, got to love it, as they could say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could have sent her down with a shuttle, but,
I don't think undercover works that way.
Yes. Though, in general, that's why I always enjoy dropping myself in the wasteland and taking the wasteland lift up to the row.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't get seen coming in from the corporate area. Makes the most sense to me, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. Well, do you want to check Shometsu or Trident first?
I would say Trident's probably a better shot.
Alright.
Right.
Oh, I left my gun 1 second. Let's go to Trident.
Right. You don't have to worry about me being behind
I
you,
was just
Admiral.
thinking. I was just thinking. Maybe we should propose to Trident that they actually film a little show with Flounder and V. Synthetic glass.
Might I speak freely, Admiral?
Go ahead.
That's weird.
And weird is what makes the quote, you have to keep in mind. People don't want to see stuff that they already know. They want to
Yes.
see the weird stuff.
But if synthetics are programmed to already have those kind of things in place, it doesn't really make for compelling viewing, does it? Because people are going to start thinking.
And that's the
this is
fun
your
with
state.
it. You don't take a synthetic that's programmed to do it, you take a synthetic that's not programmed to do it in order to do it. Watch the struggle.
Tell a synthetic to go and find love.
Not just that, you tell the synthetic that you found love for it and that it should now live what you tell it to love. It works on ancient Earth. An old empire had an interesting but very true motto. Bread and games. That's what the people want. They want to see other people suffer. As long as they can watch other people suffer, they're happy themselves. Give them a synthetic that struggles trying to follow the order to lift this complex emotion that cannot possibly understand. People will love it.
In that case, Admiral, why not just have the one synthetic be told that it loves two synthetics? And then tell the other two synthetics that they should not like each other. That way you get the triangle effect going.
Then we just need to find another synthetic.
There you go.
Maybe the traverse bot might work for it.
Who only knows? Maybe we can propose it. They might be into that.
Yes.
And once again. Oh no, here we go.
Hello, friends! We're currently in a meeting! Are you getting in line?
Okay. The question is, how long will that meeting roughly take?
I think we're like at the 10-minute left mark, somewhere around there. I can give you a radio call when it's ready, if you're still here.
Yeah, that would be nice. Radio 45.
What number? 45?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, just radio us once they are ready. We'll check in with another customer really quick.
Sure thing.
Thank you, Flounder.
Take care. No problem.
Back to Schweitzer.
Right. Though I feel it might take a bit longer than 10 minutes, so we'd probably have to split our focus.
That's fine. Well, now it's your time to shine.
Be polite and still use my hand.
Oh. Oh, still nobody here. Did Lennon say anything about any plans they had today?
No. Now that I think of it. Didn't really ask.
Alright. Well, let's go back to Trident and wait there.
Sure.
I never checked what this area is. Oh. I see, it's another museum.
And a seating arrangement, at least.
Yeah.
Hello, Wesker! This is Flounder speaking. Conrad is now ready to see you.
Look at that timing.
Understood, Flounder. We're on our way. Just when I sat down.
You're gonna get Admiral.
What? Oh.
Does it work so much better? Here. You
Good
shouldn't
day.
have to press the button. You're important.
You don't say. Wait, you don't think that you're important, Flounder?
No, no. I'm the champion, 2-time world champion of tic-tac-toe during meetings.
That's right, Flounder. That's right.
I'm the fucking best!
I don't know why you struck me as more of
we're
a
gonna have
Wordle
this.
type.
Oh no, it's only because we couldn't see anything. We were just trying to go off a full memory of where we were gesturing that X's and O's were.
Ah, understood.
Here, we're gonna confiscate the weapon temporarily for the meeting, obviously.
I'm sure Mr. Ludwig doesn't mind.
has some sort of exception.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay. In that case, we don't. Let's go!
It's fine, Flounder, don't worry. We all get lost in procedure sometimes. It's good to see you follow it.
I do the same thing every day. I wake up, eat, and sleep, dream security practices.
You're still on the radio, Flounder.
It's fine, it's not like there's anyone else.
I thought all of Trident needed to know.
It's alright. It's alright, Flounder. It's alright.
Swap off
You made an oopsie. It's alright.
I'm used to turning on fine and then never fucking using it, okay? Listen here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it the highlight of your day to change channels and call us?
Today was great. That's the first time I've ever done that.
Congratulations.
Oh, goodness.
All the applause. I know. Oh, alright. Yeah, I'm pretty great, I guess.
Standing ovation and all.
Yes. Yep.
Everyone's given for you.
Sitting down is actually...
So, I have some good news for you all. You can just move the chair over here if you want.
Here, I got you. There you go.
Thank you.
So, first off, I have good news for you all. In the lab, we have a prototype ready for the drones that you can use for testing.
Very
it is
good.
not a final product, but it is a prototype that is ready for you all.
That's very good. We actually also have good news for you. We managed to trace down an individual that we believe has a tie to the incident in the sewers and to the terrorist group raging down there.
Alright.
We also got in contact with the local authorities in the borough, and we have them backing up any further operations we will do against this individual. He's actually questioned.
Was this individual actually found for anything, or was the interrogation just moot?
We found that person by tracking the synthetic who was participating and identified in the attack in the sewers.
I'm talking about the synthetic in general.
The synthetic, Aloe was actively there. We had a talk with her yesterday after the gala, before we sent her back down to the row with her entourage. Mr. Eric was so nice and gave us some time with her. We had multiple representatives of the union there that can confirm that no illegal activities have been taken. We recently had a talk with her, and we ran her through a personality test. Now, Mr. Ludwig, how familiar are you with the concept of awakened synthetics?
Very.
We have reason to believe that Aloe is, in fact, one of these awakened synthetics. Her personality test showed severe signs of rebellion against the situation, as well as self-initiative that a synthetic of the class 2 should not have. We also found out quite a few things about its owner, Bertram, who is the supposed owner of the tea shop in the row, even though we have reason to believe that it is more a cover-up ownership, as Aloe stated that she herself is basically the person running the shop and initiating the whole endeavor down there, and Bertram is just the owner on the paper to legalize the whole thing. We also know about this individual that he seems to be some form of decker. His profile says that he has a severe alcohol problem. And for whatever reason, Ella was looking for her owner in the sewers at the point in time where 4 masked men attacked my squad down there. And said 4 masked men did not seem to worry about her existence in that situation too much.
All Neon Divide participants, due to intermittent server issues with VR chat, and the fact that we have already been for about 25 minutes with GMs and players unable to access avatars, we are going to have to call tonight's session.